How about you, Luke?
Basketball.
Basketball.
How about you, Kaden? What does dad like to do most? Okay. Give your dad any gift. What would it be?
Bakit you feel a tomorrow?
Okay, how about you, Kaden? Bakit, Luke?
A new basketball.
In your basketball jersey, how about you, Kaden?
You can give your daddy any gift. What would it be?
Ano? Okay.
Does your daddy like a bag?
Yes.
Okay, any message for your daddy
On Father's Day.
on Father's Day? Louder.
I love you.
And happy?
Father's Day.
How about you, Kaylan?
Happy Father's Day. I love you.
How about you, Kaden?
What?
What's your message for dad in Father's Day?
Happy Super Father's Day.
And
I will go kind of not my pants.
Father's Day, Tata. I love you. I love you. Your favorite memory with Dad? When we would go to the Gaitai and have our date, just the two of us. When is Dad funny? When we would argue about something, but turns out we were both wrong. Like when we thought Freshco was Savon. What does Dad like to wear? Shirt, shorts, slippers, Apple Watch, sunglasses. How does Dad make you feel special? When he would compliment my projects, like my computer science one. What is the best food Dad cooks? Tinola and sinigang. What things does Dad know the most about? Technology. He always shows me his work. When does Dad laugh? When he's with Nanay? Or when we argue about something, but we're both wrong in the end. And he just randomly laughs sometimes. What does Dad always tell you? Grit. What makes Dad happy? Anything can make him happy. But if Nanay's there, they're like lovebirds. If you could give your dad any gift, what would it be? Land Cruiser? Or being a obedient child? I choose Land Cruiser. Happy Father's Day. Love you, Tay.
The question goes, what does your dad always tell you? Okay, so what our dad always reminds us is to don't rush things, don't rush life. Take it one step at a time. And the second question is, what things does your dad know the most? Well, everybody knows this about my dad. So my dad is an incredible mechanic. He knows everything in, out of a car. So one funny story is, I think that was early last year, there was a winter vortex. There was a extreme cold warning last year, and 3 of our cars didn't work. So our dad was away from the Philippines, and we couldn't do anything with those cars. And lo and behold, he came back. Those 3 cars operated poof, magically. So yeah, I just want to tell to my dad that we are so proud of him. I want to wish all the dads out there, and especially to our dad, happy Father's Day. We are so proud of you, all the sacrifices. We love you.
Answer for Father's Day. And the first question is, what does dad like to wear? My dad is very simple. He's not very picky to whatever clothing he wears, as long as he's comfortable, and that as long as he can move around, then he'll wear whatever he can. And Next question is, when is dad funny? As you may know, dad is a very serious person, but when we're at home and we're complete, he likes to joke around that we'll just burst out laughing. So dad is a very funny person, even though you know him as a very serious person.
Out there, especially to my dad, happy Father's Day, Dad. We are so blessed to have you in our lives. We might not say it all the time, we might not make you feel like it all the time, but we are so grateful that we have you as our dad, and we wouldn't have made it this far without your support, without all your hard work in our family. One thing about my dad that I can say is that he is quiet most of the time, but he will always have something to say. My dad is our decision maker, and even my mom, he will always refer us back to my dad if she can't make any decisions for us. We always have to confirm with my dad. And aside from that, my dad, I know that he is a good person to ask for any advices. For if we have to make big decisions in life, I know that my dad would be the right person that I can ask and lean back on if life is not going the right way, or if we don't understand a lot of things. My dad would be the right person.
Cheese.
Okay, what is daddy's name? What is your favorite thing to do with daddy?
Sing the truth.
Sing in the church?
Yes.
What is the best thing about daddy?
Daddy is sleeping.
What does daddy do for fun?
Playing Jackson.
Can you say happy Father's Day to daddy?
Yes.
Say happy Father's Day, daddy. Say happy Father's Day, daddy.
Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, Daddy.
So what things does dad know the most about?
Dad knows a lot of things, but he knows a lot of things about a lot of different things. He's not a master of like one thing where he's like super knowledgeable about one thing, but he is like a jack of all trades. When there is something to be needed to be found out, he will find the answer to it. So he is not a one man does one thing very well. He is a one man does everything very well.
Second question, when does dad laugh?
When does dad laugh? I swear to you, the only times dad laugh is, well, there are many times when dad laughs. He laughs a lot of jokes with his friends. He laughs a lot when mom says something funny, which is very, very rare, to be honest. And there are times where he'd suddenly just walk up, or like during the dinner table, he'll see something on Facebook and he'll be like, look, and then he'll start laughing out of nowhere, and then he'll share that laughter with me or with the family.
If you could give dad any gift, what would it be?
I would say trailer right away, because they like to go camping a lot. But in reality, dad has been wanting one thing for a long time, just mom doesn't want him to get it. I'd get him a motorcycle, because mom has been like, no, dad, don't get a motorcycle. But dad wants to get like this like sports bike basically. I would get him that if I could, but mom would kill me. So
what is your favorite memory with dad?
My favorite memories with my dad is, I guess, when we go camping. although it is a bit tedious to do, setting up the tents is what I'm talking about. There's times where it's just nice to work with Dad, even in small things like that, because I get to learn what he's learned and it's just passed down, hopefully.
What does Dad like to wear?
Dad likes to wear colorful stuff. He likes to wear colorful tops. He likes to wear colorful shoes. The only thing that remains constant in between his fits is the cargo shorts. Everything else, it's either green on the top, red on the bottom, blue at the top, yellow at the bottom. A bunch of shorts. The shorts are cargo.
What does Dad always tell you?
Dad always tells me to stop playing games, always focus on studies, and that time will go away, but the efforts you put in won't.
All right, what makes Dad happy?
When I get my serves in, or when I get like a good hit.
So when is Dad funny?
So Dad's only funny when he's trying to explain something in English, but due to his hard Tagalog accent, it's not going through all of our heads at the dinner table.
How does Dad make you feel special?
Dad makes me feel special because after practices, when he picks me up, we usually go to McDonald's or something, or like Edo.
He just feeds you?
Yeah, he just feeds me.
Nice.
What is Dad's name?
Harvey!
How much does he weigh?
What I did? 40, I don't know.
How old is he?
He is 47.
What does he likes to watch?
A hockey game.
Where does he go?
It babies.
What is his favorite food?
A steak.
A steak?
Yes.
What does he do for fun?
Relaxing, and he likes to draw.
What do you love to do with your dad?
When he pushes me on the swing.
What does Dad do well?
When he fixes roof and drawing.
What is your favorite thing about Dad?
When he's buying me a donut.
Restart. When is Dad funny? He's funny when my mom's here, because he likes making my mom laugh. What does Dad like to wear? He likes wearing black t-shirts and jeans. How does Dad make you feel special? He makes me feel special by, he always calls me when he's not here, so I guess that makes me feel special. What is the best food that Dad cooks? Nilaga. That's a good one. What things does Dad know about the most? He knows a lot about boats and politics. When does Dad laugh? Dad laughs when my mom laughs. What does Dad always tell you? Keeps telling me to be responsible and humble at all times. What makes Dad happy? When my mom's happy, or when I'm responsible. If you could give your dad any gift, what would it be? Peace and quiet. That would be a good gift for him. And that's it.
Your dad funny?
The funny? He's the funniest when we are doing karaoke and he's singing.
That's the funniest?
Yeah.
Okay. When does your dad laugh the most?
He laughs the most when he makes his own dad jokes, and that's yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite memory with your dad?
My favorite memory of my dad is, I think, when we were still in the Philippines and he was the one taking care of us mostly. Yeah.
Okay. If you could tell your dad anything, what would it be?
Oh, hi pa, happy Father's Day. Thank you for your sacrifice and how you do your work, and you work every day to support us. Just want to thank you for everything. Yeah.
What is your favorite memory with your dad?
Easy. Caitlin, remember that one park thing that we went to when we went camping? It was like K-Days? Okay, like that one thing when we went on the spring ride together and we just crammed so much.
Okay. What is the best food your dad cooks?
Bad choy.
That was really quick. Bachoy?
Yeah.
Locked in? Alright. If you could give your dad any gift, what would it be?
A Bugatti.
Why?
Because he's been asking me for it ever since I told her I'm going to be a doctor. Happy Father's Day. I love you, Dad. Bye.
What is Daddy's name?
JP.
How old is he?
300.
What's Daddy's favorite food?
Pizza.
What does Dad cook the best?
Steak.
If you could give your dad a gift, what would it be?
A trip to Singapore again.
Why?
Because he lived there as a child and he wants to go back.
All right, John, all about your dad question. What is your favorite memory with dad?
My favorite memory with dad has to be something recent. The trip to Philippines. That was really something that I feel like I would really remember even as I grow up. That's really, going on a vacation with just your dad. That's really that's special. Yeah, and I'm gonna remember that. That's a core memory.
All right, second question. If you could give your dad any gift, what would it be?
If I could give my dad any gift, it would probably have to be something very basic. So, you can't go wrong with the Bible, especially since he's a pastor. I'd give him a Bible for sure. Like something, a Bible. I'd give him a Bible.
All right, bonus question. When does dad laugh?
When does dad laugh? That's hard because he's really serious. And if he does laugh, it would have to be like at a really nerdy thing or something that has to do with him growing up in the Philippines. So I feel like he'd laugh at like a Filipino comedy show or something.
Any message for your dad this Father's Day?
Happy Father's Day, and we love you here.
How deep the Father's love for us, how vast beyond all measure, that He should give His only Son to make a wretch His treasure. How great the pain of searing loss, the Father turns His face away, as wounds which mar the chosen one bring many sons to glory. How deep the Father's love for us, how vast beyond all measure,